Thank you, Chair. Our first speaker is Jocelyn Keith Asante from the Calgary Alliance for the Common Good, and she has a question.
Please go ahead, Jocelyn.
Good afternoon. I'm Jocelyn Keith Asante. I'm here representing the Calgary Alliance for the Common Good. The Calgary Alliance, with its numerous Indigenous members and advisors, are asking the Calgary Police Commission to comply with the missing and murdered Indigenous women, girls, and Two-Spirit calls for justice released on June 2nd, 2019. On May 17th, 2022, we met with Deputy Chief McClellan and members of her Community Services Section team, along with Superintendent Ryan Aliff of the Major Crimes Section. We learned that Indigenous persons make up 40% of all missing persons in Calgary. From the 2016 census, Indigenous people were 3% of Calgary's population, and yet today make up 40% of all missing persons in Calgary. It's a fact that with Indigenous liaison officers building relationships with the Indigenous community in each district, there will be less need for frontline police to police them. In addition, these relationships will support the Major Crimes Murdered and Missing Indigenous Persons Unit, address cases of murdered and missing Indigenous persons, not only faster, but solve these cases. The Alliance wants to see at least 2 new hires in the Indigenous Relations Office, with 2 more being processed by September. We believe this will offer the support the CPS needs with these cases by building relationships in the Indigenous community. We will be meeting with Chief Neufeld next week on Monday, May 30th, to share this request and continue building our relationship with the CPS. Will the Commission ensure that these Indigenous liaison officers hires are supported? Thank you.
Thank you for that question. We will support the service as they make these decisions going forward. I'll turn it over to Deputy Chief Katie, if you would like to speak to this.
Sure, thanks very much, Chair. And hi, Jocelyn. Thanks for your comments. So we're very fortunate. We have had ongoing meetings with the Common Alliance, and as Jocelyn has pointed out, myself and the Chief have a meeting with the Common Alliance next Monday. We continue to talk about their concerns. We think that we've made some progress with the standing up of our Indigenous relations team and the resources that we have committed to that. And we've had some great feedback from the Common Alliance, which we've sincerely appreciated. Of course, many of you will recall that when we had our growth positions, we in fact did ask for and were supported for a couple of additional members to go into that area. And I think all of us are at the table here today know the issues with respect to resources and staffing. And so we do have those positions committed to that team. And it's just as a result of the reality today that we just don't have those additional resources to put into that team. But we will continue to meet and work with the Common Alliance and continue to move forward with our commitments to the Truth and Reconciliation recommendations. And as Jocelyn has said, we will meet with them next Monday to have a follow-up conversation.
Thank you very much. And thank you for the question.